is up, squad? It is your squid. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jules Centauri, aka the Anxious Squid from Anxious Squid Productions. Today we've got another reactions video for you. I've got two playlists on my channel, predominantly. One's the reaction videos, and you're about to see what those are like, and the other one is my Story Time with Jules playlist, where I talk about Australian history and fun stories from Australian history. If this is the first time you've stumbled across me, have a poke around the channel, decide if you like me, hit subscribe, join my Patreon, do whatever you want to do. No skin off my nose either way, but I'd love it if you could join the squad, guys. Today we're going to be looking into a bunch more NFL stuff. I've got to get the recording set up on my screen in a second, and I've got get the YouTube links as well. I should have done all that before I hit this record, but you know, you live and you learn. Before we get into any of that, before we decide to watch them and everything, I want to say two things. First thing, thank you to the people in the comment section on my last reactions video for suggesting the stuff that some of the stuff we're about to watch. Please, anyone, you, same as before, or not same as before, hit me up in the comments. If you tell me to watch something, chances are I'm going to watch it. So let's get this feedback loop going. I love you guys. I love it when you interact. Let's get going. And second thing as well is, I know you didn't think I was going to leave the sponsor out, but Milkman Grooming. Milkman. These guys are the bee's knees, right? So, this is my favorite. I'm not going to go in drastically about them like I have in the other ones, because I know you guys are fans of Milkman because you've seen them in my other reactions videos. But yeah, spiced vanilla, that's my favorite of their balms, although they do have a bunch. And the 10 Tree Beard Oil is my favorite oil of theirs. Has the nice little citrusy sort of ring to it. Scent. Citrusy sort of scent to it. And they only made like 250 of those bottles. And everyone sold, gets 10 trees planted, and with all the dramas going on at the moment with trees burning around the world and all that sort of stuff, getting some trees planted definitely is not a bad idea. So, if you're into the environment and your beard, you can't go wrong with Milkman. Use code JulesMilk for 25% off at the checkout. The link will be here somewhere, and if it's not, it'll be in the description. Or it'll be in both. Check them out. Check out Milkman. Check out my Patreon. Hit subscribe. It's just down there. Now let's get into the NFL reaction videos, shall we? I was holding my phone upside down. So what we'll do is, I've got the master recorder going, and open, and now I've got YouTube open as well. We're going to go to my sorry, you guys, you're with me the very first time I'm watching it. Don't you worry, I'm not watching it for a second time, but I'm going to hit record. So it's recording in 3, 2, 1, and away we go. Now I'm going to go into watch later, because I saved these rules ones, right? I saved the rules of American football explained and a beginner's guide to American football, and then in the comments section, and I'll leave the name of the commenter on screen just there for the suggestion of best jukes, because I don't know what a juke is, but we're gonna find out today. So the rules of American football explained.
Full Sail University is a place where creative dreamers go to learn their craft.
It explains.
So I'm just going to say thanks to Nin Explains. Check out his or hers. I don't know as yet. Check out all the links to the videos that I'm watching in the comment section below. I don't own anything that is in this thing. Anything that you can see up here in this bit of patch of screen, that doesn't belong to me, and I am not trying to say it does. So don't hit me up for copyright. Don't hit me up for any of that jazz. This stuff, follow the link to this video, and those are the people you want to get in trouble for it all, and everything like that. But yeah, let's get cracking.
American football. The object of the game is for your team to score more points than the opposing team.
Standard.
Teams are made up of 46 players in the NFL, with 11 players taking to the field at any one time.
Oh, unlucky champ.
The field is 100 yards long by 53 yards wide, with 2 10-yard end zones at each end.
Standard.
White markings on the field help players, referees and spectators keep a track of what's going on. The game starts with a kickoff.
Yep.
The team with possession of the ball is known as the offense, and the team without the ball
all seems pretty straightforward so far.
The job of the offense is to move the ball up the field and try and score points. This can be done by either running forwards.
Yeah, come on, mate. No.
Or by throwing it up the field for a teammate to catch.
No shit.
The offense is given 4 chances or 4 downs.
I want to know about rules.
10 yards. If the offense manages to move the ball 10 yards or more, they will retain possession of the ball.
See that I didn't know. That's interesting.
10 yards. On your TV screen,
that's the type of stuff I wanted to know. I wanted to know, like, is it endless? If you just, like, if you make that 10 yards, can you just have as many as you like until you get all the way up there? But you get 4, and then if you don't, I presume it switches. I don't know. Maybe I should have been paying attention and not talking.
This graphic. This tells you what down the team is on, and this tells you how many yards they need to make. Nice. If you're also watching this on TV, they will also show you the lines they need to cross in order to make their downs. The defense's job is to stop the offense moving the ball forwards by tackling.
Yep.
This includes pulling them to the ground, stopping them from moving forward, or forcing them off the field.
Nice.
If the offense fails to move the ball 10 yards within 4 downs, the ball is given to the defending team at that point. The defending team will then bring on their offensive players and try and move the ball in the opposite direction so that they can score.
Yep. Alright, cool. 4 downs. I get that. You gotta go 10 yards in 4. If you make the 10, you get 4 more. Let me know if I mess that up.
11 players that come on the field at different times. They include the offense. These players will usually come on the field when they have possession of the ball. The offensive unit consists of these positions.
So, that's a really good graphic to leave it on right there, right? So your quarterback's there, and I'm sure he's probably about to explain it all to me now, but you're, I presume the O/ stands for offensive, right? But say you were an offensive guard, right? And your team, and I'm speaking to you guys now at this point, literally anyone can answer this question. You don't even have to check the comments section to see if it's already been answered. I'm happy to get a million different answers saying the same thing. But if I'm an offensive guard, right? And my team's got 3 offensive guards, healthy, and the other 2 are better than I am, right? So they get picked above me. Would it not stand to my benefit to then try and be what I presume is called a defensive guard? Like, is the role of a defensive guard and an offensive guard realistically all that difference? Like, I presume the guard is just the bloke trying to, like, stop people running around the center to get to the quarterback, you know? Because I imagine, and again, just running off the comments section here, like every interaction I've ever had with NFL is you've seen it happen on YouTube or you've seen it in the comments section below. I have a couple of Bills hats and a Bills blanket that I bought while buying Sabres things and stuff for hockey, and I was like, well, I'm going to be living near Buffalo, I may as well be a Bills fan, but I've nixed that plan now. There's Green Bay, the Fighting Irish, and the team with the French flower thing at New Orleans, I think they are. They're in my maybe pile at the minute. So, but yeah, I imagine that people are going to be frantically trying to get to the quarterback, because the quarterback, like, if he's got his hands on the footy, he can throw it anywhere, and everyone's in the game. But if you whack the quarterback, no one's getting the footy. You know, like it's the funnel point is your quarterback, I imagine. So I guess the offensive guards are just stopping the center from running around our center and poleaxing our quarterback, right? So I presume the only difference between an offensive guard and a defensive guard is, as an offensive guard, you're trying to whack the quarterback. Sorry, no, as a defensive guard, you're trying to whack the quarterback. And as an offensive guard, you're trying to stop people from whacking your quarterback. I guess that's the difference, but it's basically the same gig, right?
The quarterback
anyway.
is the most important player on the field, as he's the one who decides to pass the ball up the field.
That's what I said.
Teammate so that they can run with it, or decide to run with it himself.
I bet you there is always a high school quarterback that thinks he's the bee's knees that runs the ball too much. Just fucking pass it. I'm telling you now, if you play as a high school quarterback, you don't pass the ball enough. If you score a touchdown as a quarterback, I don't like you. Unless there's some, like, amazing play. If you're just a ball hog, you should be a wide receiver, not a fucking quarterback.
The tight end is responsible for blocking and also catching the ball in the middle of the field.
Nice.
And the running back and fullback is responsible for running with the ball up the field. The defense. These plays will...
Alright, so I probably could have tracked it just then, but my favourite position, I think, to play would either be running back or whatever the other one was. I want to be the guy that is, like, I'm not looking at the ball, I've got nothing to do with the ball over there for the time being. I'm looking at the guy in front of me, alright? I hear them call the play, I fucking get around him and go. And I want to be up the other end. I want to be the guy catching it from 90 feet away going fucking you know what I mean? Or the guy that's like, they've called the play and I'm looking at you, now I'm running that way. And now I'm watching, now I'm getting that and dancing through people, I want to be the quick on your feet sort of get the ball, end up in the end zone. I like the glory of the noise of people watching and yeah.
On the field when the other team has the ball. The defensive unit consists of these positions. The defensive line is responsible for moving past the offensive line. The linebackers stop running backs coming through the defensive line, and they're also responsible for attacking.
That makes sense. So it's basically, obviously, it's not just every man for themselves. You've got certain people that cover certain zones on the field. That makes sense. That's cool.
The cornerbacks try and stop the wide receivers, and the safeties try and stop the pass up the middle of the field. Special teams. Special teams are special.
Safeties, I feel like everyone I saw get fucking poleaxed in the last videos, get absolutely smashed. I feel like the safety is probably the most dangerous position, right? You got people running at you and you got to stop the middle ground and stop the passing. And I don't know. Someone tell me what the most dangerous position is as well, in your opinion.
On the field when there's a kick involved. Within the special teams, there's a mixture of offensive and defensive players, mixed with either a punter or kicker for offense, or a punt returner for defense. Now you know what all the players do and how the game is played. But how do you score?
End up in the end zone or kick it through the post?
Scoring. Number 1, a touchdown. The main way of scoring is via a touchdown. If the ball is carried into the end zone area, or thrown and caught in the end zone, this is a touchdown and is worth 6 points.
Nice.
Unlike in rugby, you don't need to touch the ball down onto the ground. All you have to do is cross the line with the nose of the ball to score. Number 2, extra points.
So does that mean, right, the ball doesn't have to be on the ground, the nose of the ball just has to be in that end zone. So theoretically, right, if I'm running and I'm trying to get just near the corner post and I jump, ball's in the air, someone pushes me or fucking rams into me at the peak velocity they can, as the case might be, and my entire body and arm, right, nothing is going over, but I've been thrown out. If the ball goes over the corner post and there's just the tiny, is that still a touchdown? Does that count? Or does it have to be the majority of the ball? I don't know.
Once a touchdown has been scored, you have the option of kicking it through the uprights for an extra point, or try and pass or run the ball into the end zone for an extra 2 points.
Oh, nice.
Most teams play it safe and go with the 1 point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Number 3.
I'd run it.
At any time, the team with the ball can kick the ball between the posts and over the crossbar. To do this, they must hand it to a teammate who will hold it down to the ground, ready for the kicker to make a kick. A successful kick scores 3 points. Number 4, a safety.
Alright, so just in my head, tactics there, I would, is it still a field goal for 3 points if instead of converting your touchdown for 1 point, you take the play to try and get the 2 points and then run a field goal? Does that count? Because I would do that every time instead. And if that doesn't make sense, if you don't understand the play I'm trying to suggest there, I don't know. Let me know. But I just, you get the touchdown, you've done some, what is it? What is it? Hail something. Hail Mary, maybe? You've thrown it, ends up in the touchdown, you do well, you get there, you decide you're going to convert, you're not going to kick for goal, you're going to try and run it to get the 2 points, except then instead of running it, your quarterback just grabs it, puts it on the ground, and your kicker's fucking... I don't know if you'd have your kicker and your quarterback on at the same time. I feel like that would be telegraphing the play. You'd need someone to kick it that isn't your usual kick. Now I'm getting too into it. But anyway, let me know if that's a thing.
Tackles an offensive player behind his own goal line, the defending team scores 2 points. The game is played in 4 15-minute quarters for a combined playing
4 15-minute quarters? I didn't know that. I thought it was longer.
At the end of 60 minutes wins.
Obviously they'll have time off and time on when your teams are changing and stuff.
Football and overtime periods are played if necessary to determine the winner. Different leagues have different rules about tie games. Is that it? Is that all I need to know? Well, you're almost there, but American football is filled with lots of rules, and you'll need to understand a few more of them before playing or watching a game. For example, fumble. If a ball carrier drops the ball, that's a fumble.
Makes sense.
Any player on the field can recover the
fumble
ball by
means.
diving onto it. The team that recovers a fumble gets possession of the ball.
Ooh.
Interception.
So if you absolutely poleaxe someone and they don't hang on to the footy, you can just pick it up and your team's got the ball then, and it doesn't matter about the downs, it doesn't matter about what's going on. Far out, that puts a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
An aggressive defense can regain possession of the ball by catching or intercepting passes.
One, like, if he hasn't thrown that directly in the middle of that guy's hands, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, for anyone that's never played sport or thrown a ball or anything, there's always a margin of error, you know? Like, we're playing cricket back home. I liked being wicketkeeper because I've got a pretty big wingspan. My shoulder blades are, you know, they're slightly bigger than your average person my size. And so I've got a big wingspan and I can get it meant that the margin for error in people throwing the ball to me could be a little bit bigger, which was a benefit to my team, you know what I mean? But as a quarterback, you've got to, like, you can't have that margin of error. You've got to be getting it right for the people that need to catch it in any various circumstance sort of thing. Like, I didn't realize a fumble was an automatic turnover. That's insane. No wonder the quarterbacks get paid so much. That's intense. Like, it's obviously, fumbling, like, a lot of people would go, oh, if you fumbled it, that's your fault. But it's a lot harder to catch a ball if it's up here than it is if it's right here in front of your face, you know? Like, that throw is the crucial part. It's the make or break part. Well, that's my assessment anyway. Your quarterback's more valuable than your running back because yes, you can catch a bad throw, but it's easier. What am I trying to say? It's easier to catch. Easier for a bad catcher to catch a good throw than it is for a good catcher to catch a bad throw.
For touchdowns. Sack. If the defense tackles a quarterback whilst he has possession of the ball, this is known as a sack.
Right, I was wondering what that would be
called.
called.
To the offense, as a down is wasted, and this usually results in a loss of yards.
Yeah, I bet.
Incomplete pass. If a pass intended to receive it hits the ground first, or is thrown out of bounds, this is ruled an incomplete pass.
Wouldn't that be a fumble anyway?
And play restarts from the spot of the last down. Penalty.
Someone tell me the difference between a fumble and a whatever that one was.
If a player breaks one,
is it just because it's from the quarterback?
Will throw flags onto the field. They'll determine who made the foul and how many yards his team should be penalised. Challenge. If a coach disagrees with the decision on the field, they can throw red flags onto the field.
I was going to ask if there was one of those.
The play will then be reviewed, and if the challenge is successful, the ruling on the field is reversed. If the challenge is unsuccessful,
he loses more.
Stands, they forfeit one timeout.
Yeah. Oh, one timeout. They forfeit a timeout. That's intense. I didn't realise that. I thought maybe they'd just lose the challenge, and like in cricket and tennis, you keep the challenge if it's a successful challenge. You lose it if it doesn't. But playing with the timeouts, that's an effective way not to fuck up. Like, as a coach, sorry for pausing playing so much, but as a coach, you would not throw that flag unless you were 100% certain. That makes sense.
Timeouts per half. Each timeout lasts.
Oh, three per half. Maybe you would then. Like, who cares? I thought there was only like one or two.
But once you start playing or watching American football, the rules will become clear. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share with your friends,
thanks.
comment and subscribe.
Legend.
It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated.
Good
Be sure to
karma.
follow me on Twitter also, but in the meantime, enjoy American.
Go give this guy a follow. He's a good dude. There's something on my nose currently. Might be my mustache. But anyway, alright, I'm going to end this video now because I had these other two, but I'll watch these two in the next video. So, remove that one from watch later, and I'm going to end this one here because the video is already going for 15 or 16 minutes. So, thank you for watching. I'll hit end. Bang. That's gone now, but thanks for watching this reactions video. As I said, if you've just stumbled upon my channel, I've got videos like this one, as well as stories from Australian history that I think are interesting. Check both of those out. Check out my other content. Join my Patreon if you're in a position to. Smash that subscribe button. If you can't do any of that, just like and share my post. I'll see you when I look at you guys. Thanks for watching.